Wow, I've never looked better. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about what I want to read for May. I almost said March, but May. May is going to be the first full-length month in 2022 that I'm going to do without having to do any schoolwork. No schoolwork, no school, no university, no professors, no fucking papers, no textbooks. Not that I like fucking buy the textbooks, but nothing. So bitch, I've outlined quite an extensive and enthusiastic and blissfully stupid TBR. And I'm really excited for us to talk about all these books because I have everything. I also have a shit ton of horror that I have been wanting to read and a shit ton of horror that has been on my TBR for months, if not fucking years. Let's talk about some stuff, okay? By the way, I look fucking stunning. Bitch. Have you literally ever seen anyone more stunning, more gorgeous? I don't think you have. I don't think you have. Unless, of course, you've like looked in the mirror. Have you done that recently? Hello? Like imagine this is you, okay? This is you looking in a mirror. There's like a mirror, right? And you're like, oh, hello. Oh my God. I didn't see you there. Actually kind of woke up. I didn't even put on makeup. I just kind of strolled out of bed and this is kind of how I look now. Oh my, no, you cannot have my number. Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. What I'm trying to say though is that you're sexy as fuck. Sexy as fuck. Like literally, I don't want to sexualize you, but it's hard because like look at you. Of course, if you're 18 or over, because like anyone younger than that is like kind of creepy, but 18 and over, literally attractive, literally so sexy, literally stunning, gorgeous, beautiful. You look and sound and probably feel like a bad bitch, bad fucking bitch. I literally just love everything about you. Like I look at you, I see you, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, I didn't know that perfection could exist, but here we are. Look at you, you're literally perfect. Literally, go look in a mirror and just like damn, Jesus. Leave some for the rest of us. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I literally love what you're doing. I literally love how you look. I love all of this. Your body, stunning, gorgeous. This face, this hair, dead. And that's not even like including like your outfit, bitch. Like you look stunning. You're just effortlessly that bitch. And I'm jealous, but also like into it, you know? Like what are you doing later? I just had to let you know. I just had to make sure that you knew. So, okay, love you. Let's talk about my TBR. By the way, I think TBR videos are my favorite videos to film. Like there's just something so exciting, something so like rejuvenating about just like choosing a bunch of books. It's like new month, new me kind of energy. And I kind of live for it because I love to sort of switch up, you know? I like to keep you and I like to keep me on our toes. So let's talk about these books. Let's talk about my Patreon book club picks for May. I forgot what month it was again. You may know about my Patreon. You didn't. Basically, it's like this little place where you can pay a certain amount per month from like $3 to like $8. You get certain perks and certain like little benefits. So if you're interested in joining the Patreon, there is always a link down below. It really helps me and it really supports this channel, what I'm trying to do or what I am doing. So I appreciate you. And to all the people who are currently patrons, you are the baddest bitches. You are my soul. You are my love. Like you are the reason besides Satan that I wake up every morning. Do you know what I mean? Like, thank you. Thank you so much. Anyway, let's talk about the Patreon books. Okay, let's start with the obvious one because I've been talking about it for the past 3 months, but we are continuing on with A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. This is like the secret book club. It's not secret. We're gonna be moving on to the third book. And I think this is like where Feyre and Rhysand end. I'm really excited to read it. I will be, of course, doing a reading vlog, so look out for that. The way that the second book ended, I need to know what the fuck is gonna happen. I need to know where the fuck Feyre, what the fuck she's gonna do. What the fuck is Reese gonna do? Like, what is anyone gonna do? I'm so excited. And the Smut Club pick for my Patreon was a very clear winner, and that is From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to expect. I'm excited because I've wanted to read this, and I also own the like 4 other fucking books in the series, even though I literally have no right to, but whatever. I don't know what this is about. I know it's like fantasy smut. That's it. Because I think it has pretty good reviews. I think people really enjoy it. Also, this cover is literally stunning. We'll see. We'll see. On Patreon, a few of my patrons convinced me that May should be McDowell May. For May, we will be reading for the horror book club Cold Moon Over Babylon by Michael McDowell. Bitch, I'm so fucking excited. So excited. So, in case you don't know, in case you're like, who the fuck is Michael McDowell? What the fuck is Cold Moon Over Babylon? Bitch, let me just tell you. Cold Moon Over Babylon is a seminal classic. It's about this girl named Margaret. Margaret is like on her bike. She's like on her way home. She's just riding, you know, whatever. And she's like crossing this bridge that's like over the town kind of river. And she's crossing it on her bike. And then someone murders Margaret. Margaret, 14 fucking year old Margaret is murdered. Cold blood. She's like, you know, thrown over the edge of the bridge and her body just sinks to the bottom of the fucking river or the lake or whatever it is. Beyond the grave, Margaret, she gets on her ghost phone and she's like, hello? Yeah, send me the fuck back in because I'm about to fucking fuck up this person's whole thing. I'm gonna fuck up everything about their fucking life. I'm going to destroy them. They've taken away my joy in my life. Like, I have every right to do this. So Margaret, as like a little ghost, comes back from, you know, as a ghost. She starts to haunt the ever-living fuck out of the person who murdered her. When I tell you this book, which by the way, I've already read it, so this is like a reread for me, but it's like one of my favorite horror novels of all time. It's full of just like such beautiful, grotesque, disgusting language, and like the descriptions of Margaret and her like downtrodden, murky water fucking body where her flesh is like slipping off of her bones. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Oh my god, I'm so excited to reread this book, and I'm so excited for us to do it on Patreon. And then on the Patreon as well, I will be doing a reading vlog of me rereading the book and like what my experience is like. So if you're interested, check it out. That's what we're reading for the Patreon. It's a few things. It's 1 or 2 things. So I'm excited. Let's talk about horror, okay? This channel, as you might have noticed, has become more of a sort of everything channel and less so much to do with like just specifically horror. Like, I still want to read horror, but I also want to read other things too. I don't want to be limited, you know what I mean? I don't want to be just like a horror girly. I want to be like a girly who likes to read but like is also especially just like spooky, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I've chosen a bunch of horror because I'm in that kind of mood. All I really want right now is just like something terrifying. I want to feel scared. I want to shake in my bones. I want my breath to be taken away because I'm just so frightened by the books I'm reading. And I don't know if the books I've chosen are gonna give me that, but I'm hopeful. One of this author's books may be like one of the scariest books I've ever read. It's like one of my favorite horror novels. And then another one of this author's books was so fucking awful that I just like couldn't. I just could not. Either way, I have House of Small Shadows by Adam Nevill. This cover is so cute. It's kind of creepy. Listen, I loved No One Gets Out Alive, and I hated Last Days by Adam Nevill. But I'm willing to try again, okay? I'm willing to give it another shot. He really set the bar high. The House of Small Shadows is about this house called the Red House. The Red House is where M.H. Mason, this taxidermist slash puppeteer guy, lived and worked. And he's like passed away, but his house is still kind of like a museum, I guess. or like a place where all of his work is stored. And there's this girl named Catherine Howard. Catherine gets a call. They're like, hey, can you just like appraise all of this stuff in this house called the Red House? Catherine is overjoyed. She's like, hell the fucking yes. Yes, I will do it. I'm so happy. This is like my dream or whatever. When she first sees all of these puppets, when she first sees all these animals and like costumes and stuff, she's like both like really excited, but also like really fucking creeped out because of course it's fucking creepy. Like puppets are creepy. Red House has secrets. And at night, the building seemingly comes alive. And I'm assuming that Catherine is staying in this house and she has fleeting glimpses of small shadows on the stairs. And soon the barriers between reality, sanity, and nightmare begin to collapse. Yes. Okay, first of all, I'm in the mood for haunted houses. Check. I'm in the mood for protagonists who are women, okay? I'm in the mood for something creepy, like more creepy than just like a ghost story. And this seems to be all of that, and I want it. We'll see. Adam Nevill has let me down before, so he might do it again. Who the fuck knows? Anyway, now this book I don't think is technically horror. I think it's more a thriller, but it's been on my TBR for years. And Kat from Biblio Obscura, like ages ago, sent this to me, and I really like this copy. But everybody, like literally everyone that I see talk about it, they fucking love it. I just really want to finally give it a shot, and that is Out by Natsu Korino. Look at this. This edition is stunning, by the way. I also love the back. I truly don't know what it's about, but I kind of want to keep it that way. I kind of want to go into it as blind as possible and just like follow my own heart. I'm pretty sure that it has a woman at the forefront as the protagonist, and I think it's like her transformation into a killer, maybe. I also feel like there's cars involved, but I don't know how. So let me know if you've read this down below. I would love to know your opinions, what you guys think of it. I'm very excited to read it though. Like, I think it's time. I think it's finally fucking time that I read my TBR. I'm gonna quickly mention this because I talked about it like ad nauseum in my book haul, which I will link up above and down below if you haven't seen it already, but you probably have. That is The Doctor's Demons by Maria Abrams. I had a few people like mutinously in my Patreon be like, that cover is literally hideous. It hurt my soul. Like, it literally hurt my soul. But anyway, I'm gonna add this to my TBR. If you're interested to hear me talk more about it, check out my book haul, because I do talk about it quite a bit there. But look at this cover. Just, ugh. Stunning. Anyway, let's take a detour very quickly. After I hauled it, after I talked about it a little bit, I had a few people say that it was really good, that they really liked it, that it was like their favorite fantasy of last year, etc, etc, etc. And I thought, okay, let me just add it to my TBR so I can read it like ASAP because it sounds really good. And that is A Vespertine by Margaret Rogerson. I think more than anything in my life, I just want to be this bitch. Vespertine. From what I know, it's about this girl whose name is, oh God, Artemisia. Her job, her duty is to cleanse the dead bodies of the dead, obviously. So this is like a whole thing. It's like a ritual or like a tradition, I think, or something. And then eventually those dead bodies begin to rise. Okay, they rise like bread. I think it's like a zombie fantasy thing. I don't know, but I've heard really good things about it, so I'm adding it to my TBR. Don't ask questions. Just trust me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I have 4 books left. This is going by really quickly, but I have 4 books. No, wait, I have 5 books. 5 books left. And the next book I want to read before I reread this other book, because I had this idea for a like vlog where, and let me know what you think down below, if you think this is a good idea. If you don't think it's a good idea, maybe just be kind about it, but like still let me know, of like me rereading my favorite horror novels to see if like they're actually still good. Books that I read years ago that I haven't reread, but like in my head I'm like, these are the best ones, but like who knows, because I've like grown and changed and my tastes have evolved. Like they were still good back then, but now they're even better, which is like crazy. Let me know what you think of that idea. I want to read this book because I want to reread this other book from this author. Anyway, it's Penance. It's Penance by Kanae Minato. Kanae Minato wrote Confessions. Duh. And I want to reread that. But before I do that, I want to read her other book. I've had this literally since I finished Confessions. I bought this and then I never read it. We're gonna read this. All I really know is that it's about a group of women. One of them was a dude they knew, might have killed one of them. I honestly don't even know. I don't even know. I knew the synopsis forever ago. I don't know if I'm interested in finding out what the synopsis is again, because I think I want to go into it kind of blind. I don't know. I've heard that it's not as good as Confessions, but I'm still interested because I did love Confessions, and who knows, maybe this is like even fucking better to me in my opinion. So I don't know. Let me know. Let me know if you've read this and let me know what you think of that idea for that vlog. Clay McLeod Chapman was on my channel talking about a horror book that he wanted to recommend. I will link the video up and down below in case you haven't seen it. And he was talking about this book. And after that whole thing, I bought it, okay? I bought the book and I never read it. I'm gonna read it now. I'm gonna read it in May, hopefully. That is sealed by Naomi Booth. This cover is stunning. This is about Alice. Alice and her partner, her like husband, I think, they go off to the mountains. They move quick too, okay? They move quick. And it's because there's this like epidemic that like seals skin to be like, we're gonna not do that actually. We're not gonna be here for that. So we're just gonna dip. They get the fuck out with the idea, with the thought process that they can like escape the infection. But then when they get to the mountains, things are certainly not better. Tensions rise between them. And then also there are other people in this area who could also potentially be dangerous. And it says that Alice is faced with the unthinkable as she fights to protect her unborn child. By the way, Alice is pregnant. I don't know if I mentioned that. She's pregnant. The way that Clay talked about this book, the way that he described it, the way that he spoke about his experience reading it made me want to read it. And I still want to read it really, really badly. Like sometimes I think about it and I'm like, I should just read that. And I need to. I just need to read it. Like, what am I even doing? I also really want to read this book. It's been kind of hyped up. A few people have talked about it. A few people have really, really liked it. And I didn't read it after I bought it, which I should have, but I didn't. And that is Cherish Farah by Bethany C. Morrow. It's about these friends. One of them is named Farah and the other one is named Cherish. Or Farah? Farah or Farah? I'm gonna say Farah. Cherish has been raised by a white family. Both of these girls are black, but Cherish has been raised and adopted by a white family. And so Farah calls her white girl spoiled. Farah, seeing how kind of privileged that Cherish is, decides to get in on the action. So she starts to infiltrate the family. There's children outside screaming. Like it's ridiculous. Like, don't you know that I'm filming? Don't you know that I'm in the midst of a film? Oh, rude. Anyway, so she takes advantage of this and she starts to stay longer and longer and longer at Cherish's family's house. Weird shit starts to happen at the house, like illnesses begin, fever dreams, inexplicable tension, and a mysterious journal that seems to keep track of what is to happen to Farah. Told in Farah's chilling, unforgettable voice and weaving in searing commentary on race and class, this slow burn social horror will keep you on the edge of your seat until the last page. I'm so excited. I hope I got that right. I'm not sure if I did. Ugh, so beautiful. I can't wait. Let's talk about Bloodline by Jess Lourey. This came out last year and it was like on everybody's fucking list. Even my list, okay? Bloodline, oh my God, there's like literally like 1,000 dogs. There's like children just screaming, like, oh my God. Oh my God, get a job. Anyway, Bloodline is about this woman named Joan. Joan is a journalist and she's married to this dude, and her husband move back to her husband's hometown. He convinces her. He's like, baby, if we go back to my hometown, I swear to God, it's gonna be like a fucking brand new world for you. You're gonna like meet my family, you're gonna see all my friends, like we're gonna have so much fun. Joan is like, I guess, fine. That might be okay. Let's move, I guess, fine. So they move, and it's not exactly just fine. They get there. People are nice, but then eventually it's that they're too nice, okay? They're like intrusively nice. They're like creepy nice. Slowly, Joan starts to see that there's this kind of organization in the town, and that there are certain things that connect to an old cold case of a young boy who went missing like a few decades earlier. Joan is imagining things, a frightening, familiar figure from her past that is watching her seemingly from the fucking shadows. It's even worse as her fiance is like, you're paranoid, you're fucking crazy, you're obviously fucking nuts. Wait, nuts. But Joan begins to think that maybe she's moved to the most deadly little town in the world. It sounds so good. It sounds so fucking good. I love when people like move to new places and they're like, wait a minute, something's fucked up. I love it. I love it. I'm so excited to read this. Again, it was everywhere last year. I don't know why I'd never read it. Lastly, the last book on my TBR is Ritualistic Human Sacrifice by C.V. Hunt. Look at this. Stunning. I've heard that it's really, really fucked up, and I'm really into that right now. It's kind of all I want. I really want just like stories about women or women who write horror. That's it, period. Men who, you know? Anyway, this is about Nick, okay? Nick Graves is his name, and he's literally miserable. He hates his life. He hates his fucking wife. He hates everything. He's so unhappy. The night he comes home to finally be like, listen, Eve, I no longer want to be with you. Like the moment he comes home from work to say, I want a fucking divorce, his wife Eve is like, guess what? I'm pregnant. Like, just the worst fucking luck. But anyway, so there's that. And then the synopsis kind of goes into this different thing where they're like, Nick's spiteful. Nick is like fucking better as fuck. So he goes ahead and he buys a new house, a new car, he gets a new fucking job, he makes all these crazy purchases, doesn't even talk to Eve at all about any of it. Having moved to a new place with his pregnant wife who he hates, he begins to notice that this town that they've moved to is a bit strange. Similar to Bloodline, kind of, where things are weird, okay? His wife goes to her doctor consultation office visits and she comes back weird, she behaves strangely, and once Nick finds out what's really going on, he'll never be able to look at Eve the same way again. What is this book? Like, what is this book? What is going on with this book? I need to know. I'm so excited. I'm so curious. Also, it's published by Grindhouse. You may or may not know, I love Grindhouse, like one of my favorite fucking publishers. I'm so excited. I also really like C.V. Hunt. I think she writes gorgeously, and I think her books are kind of scary. Anyway, my friends, my family, my familia, thank you so much for joining me for this video. It's been so much fucking fun. I've literally lived my dream with you in this video. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't believe we've had this much fun. I'm gonna miss you. Oh my God, I can't believe it's already over. Anyway, don't forget to hit subscribe because we talk about spooky shit. We talk about creepy shit. We talk about ritualistic human sacrifice and shit. Don't forget to let me know down below what you think. If you've read any of these books, if you're like excited, let me know if you want to see any kind of like vlog of any of them. I would love to know. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Dude, I wish I was a villain. I kind of wish I was like evil. Oh my God, my cat is so cute. Let me just show you. Look at him. Oh, you're so sweet. You're too good for this world. You're too good for this world. Look at you. Look at his little paws. Oh my God. I'm literally dying. Anyway, okay. Bye.